These are the stories
There is a foundation out there that helps you get back into it.
of organizations making a difference.
What really limits our ability to do something is people's imagination.
And empowering others across Canada.
When I get into that sledge, I'm free, man. I'm playing hockey.
It's a great organization and it's worth supporting.
In our community. Moncton, New Brunswick is the location of the first barrier-free baseball field in Atlantic Canada. All across our nation, communities are being inspired to build a field of dreams for athletes with special needs.
My name is Nolan Xavier Dobbin. I play baseball for the Field of Dreams, and it is awesome. I enjoy everything, just like everything in general. Being able to hit, being able to catch, it's just all fun.
I'm Blaze Dobbin, and I'm a parent. My son Nolan plays with the Field of Dreams program, and I'm also on the board of directors for the Field of Dreams.
Or Dad, could you tighten it a little more?
Once you go, you're hooked. You're hooked from the first night, just to see the joy and also the relationships that you develop with the parents that are walking the same path with lots of variations, of course, but it's very tribal.
Who can take part in the Challenger Baseball program? There are no written guidelines. Whether the athlete is visually impaired, deaf, or hard of hearing, in a wheelchair, or has physical or cognitive disabilities, they are invited to join the team.
My name is Luc Dugas, and I am Noah's parent, one of the players on the team. For us, it was an awesome opportunity, right? An opportunity to do something, to get out of the house and participate with, first of all, participate in public and do stuff in public, but also to do things with people who have similar experiences to you and who share the same challenges or the same problems and ups and downs. So for both me as a parent and Noah as a child, to be able to interact with other kids who have disabilities, I thought it was a great way to do that.
My name is Noah Giho, and I'm a player with Field of Dreams. How does me playing baseball going to work? I don't have the ability to touch or throw or swing a bat per se, so how's that going to work? But after a few games of understanding how it works and seeing what the people do there, and it just kind of went really smoothly.
Well, my name is Jamie Vautour, and I am a player of the organization of Field of Dreams. People with us, we have special needs. It's a dream come true to play sports in this city of Moncton because we don't have a lot of sports in this city that is accessible for people like us.
My name is Shalyn Alain Godin. I'm the coach coordinator for the Field of Dreams baseball program here in Moncton, and I'm also the New Brunswick Challenger baseball coordinator.
Cool? Yeah. Awesome.
When I first started 10 years ago, I wanted to get involved in the community, and baseball's not my sport. I don't play it. But it was a no-brainer just because I had my husband playing in the senior baseball league.
Pat Godin. It was a group of us who played on the Moncton Mets team for years. It was a local senior ball team. When we were on that team, we were still involved within the community and helping out kids and doing baseball clinics for able-bodied kids. And when we started Hub City Brewers, that's one of the first things we said. We really want to be more involved in the community.
So we had that support because we had the senior men start off and help us with the volunteer work. We reached out to the director of Challenger Baseball at the time, Ian McLean, and he was really quick to basically get us on board. The fee to register was very minimal, and the benefits that came with it was beyond what we could imagine. The City of Moncton has always been very good To us, we've had field number 1. Although we didn't have to pay and we had the field every week, it wasn't easily accessible for kids with wheelchairs or that have mobility issues. We had to park in a parking lot and then cross somewhat of a busy road.
If it rained recently within a couple of days, it's a lot of mud. And with a wheelchair, having tires in mud is never a good thing.
It was very, very not fun every year because the wind would blow the dirt all over the place. But it was not that fun because it would blind our eyes, and if we want to bat the ball, it was just the sand all over our eyes.
It wasn't the end of the world. It was just not. It wasn't ideal, and I felt that they deserved better, which is why we decided probably 5th or 6th year in to start talking about a brand new field that is accessible.
They announced that we were going to get our own baseball field, and I was so happy, when we got the news about that, because we were waiting for that for so long, with the rebranding and now a baseball field. We officially feel now as pure baseball players,
So we have a turf infield, complete turf infield. We have parking spots that are closer to the field. We have a paved walkway or driveway up to our field. The dugouts are like 3 times the size of the regular dugouts, and they're all in concrete. So everything is one level. We were able to build bleachers as well. There's a spot for wheelchairs, so if they want to back up and watch a game, they can. They're covered, so it gets them out of the sun. So it's basically our little perfect diamond.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to our community.
My next goal was to fundraise and build an accessible field. So the budget was $500,000. We spoke to local businesses, and we were lucky enough to have the province and the city on board. They were responsible for $167,000 each, so the province and the city, and we, the volunteers and the parents, our little board, if you want to say, was responsible for the balance. So a third, and then any extra that came with it.
I'm Kathy Rogers, and I'm the MLA for Moncton South. When I first heard about the idea for this project, this initiative for Field of Dreams, it was when some officials from the city of Moncton called me and said they had a great idea that they thought I'd like to hear and they wanted to talk to me about. And immediately I became very attracted to this initiative and said, one way or another, we're going to make this work.
My name is Shannon Cameron, store manager here at the Riverview Superstore. Well, I think that everybody in the local area that works in the stores, the colleagues and stuff, feel like Field of Dreams is part of their team and that we're just one big family, and whatever we could do to help make it better for them, we're here to support 100%.
Now having an official artificial turf baseball field now, it's great.
Hi, my name is Shelley Sherwood Hopper. I am the Field of Dreams Buddy Coordinator. When we're asking for volunteers, we're just asking for someone who's charismatic, likes children, likes to have fun, looking to help people with special needs. We want them to achieve their full capacity, and if they need help doing so, the buddies help them do that.
Those volunteers are huge. I mean, especially with the buddy system, I think it's a great idea to help the newcomers in and to get used to the whole idea and make sure that the players are comfortable and that they come back year after year. I think, there's a lot of friendships that have been formed outside of, after the game, I guess. So a lot of those kids hang out together after games. They go to each other's birthday parties. They go to each other's, mini proms. They get to know each other and they hang out. Otherwise, and Noah's played online games with kids, with some of the kids from the team. So, it's been a great place to kind of network and make friends and socialize and kind of, again, just let kids be kids and get them out of their shell a little bit. Right?
Also benefit in a social sense. Met some friends on the team. Like you probably mentioned already that me and Jamie are kind of friends at those for a long time there. We always seem to be together at that during that hour, whether it's with some of the ball players as well, or with other players on the team. It's just kind of made some friendships that way.
Yeah. First time we met, me and you, we were like battling each other.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Against each other. Now they don't want to separate each other. It's like they want us to make good teams. But
can't separate those two now.
But
probably the best story I could tell is we have a child that was in our program for the first year. He was 16 years old, and his mom actually said he's never had a birthday party because he never had any friends. The following year, so his 17th birthday, they were 12, and they were all kids from our program. So he had his first birthday party at 17. My big thing is seeing there's always one or two kids that every year grow leap and bounds. So they come to the first game, not too sure of themselves. We can barely get them to go bat or catch a ground ball. Halfway through the season, they're kind of coming out of their shell, but by the end of it, they could basically be doing everything on their own. So seeing the growth in a child is, like, to me, is probably my biggest hurrah.
Field of Dreams, they just meet them where they are in their ability, regardless. So some kids are hitting off a tee. Nolan just hits on his own, and he does quite well. But this group meets the kids where they are able.
I just love everything about this. It's amazing, and I can't wait to go out on that field.
What I like is that you get the exercise that you should need and just to get to meet new people and just hang out. I really enjoy the hitting and the running and sometimes the catching depending on if it's coming my way.
I enjoy hitting the ball and playing catch with other people. I hit it so hard that I can just run to 100 miles an hour.
Being a fan is fun and all, but when you have a chance to play a little bit, right, it's pretty fun. It might not be like the real, you realize it's not necessarily the full-fledged thing, but it's still the same principles.
We have kids that have Cri du Chat, Joubert syndrome, Williams syndrome. We have Down syndrome. So, I mean, you name it, dwarfism, we accept them all, and it's for anybody and anybody that has, like I said, a physical or cognitive disability. You just adapt to their disability, or, like I would like to say, their abilities.
Antigonish, Nova Scotia is close to completing their own barrier-free baseball field.
My name is Randy Krause. I'm the coordinator for Antigonish Challenger Baseball, the provincial coordinator for Nova Scotia Challenger Baseball, and the national coordinator for Challenger Baseball Canada. We have Antigonish Challenger Baseball. It's a program that's going on for 6 years, and we're in the process of building a fully accessible ball field called the Sandlot. We've been playing here, like I say, for the last 5 years on a little piece of grass, no backstop, no dugouts, just kind of a makeshift field. And over the last 4 years, we've been fundraising and putting efforts in to build a new field. And we're excited. We're weeks away from playing on it. So it's a pretty exciting time here in Antigonish.
Our Community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community. Crews are working hard to have the field ready for the grand opening.
Wade Chisholm with Antigonish Challenger Baseball, coach/coordinator. When Randy started the program, he had a vision of this field from day one. So, he's put a lot of time, effort, I can't say enough about Randy Krause. This field doesn't happen without him. So the fundraising, the contacting people, he's done it.
If you guys want a few minutes, just kind of talk to each other, and perfect.
Well, we started to think like, geez, what could we be, and where could we go if we had something like a field that was fully accessible? And again, it started off with just a thought. And then it snowballed from there to, because some places that have Vancouver has a field, Ottawa, Toronto, Moncton, bigger places. But Antigonish is a sports town, and it's a town that is very supportive of their own. It's supportive of programs, sports, different groups. So we said, let's put it out there and see if we can get the support. And it was overwhelming.
Lori Boucher, Mayor of the town of Antigonish. How can you say no to somebody who's put so much time into a project and puts so much of his time, energy, and passion into it? How can you say no to that when the whole community is for it? Their committee, there's Randy Krause along with his committee, and some excellent work from our town staff, namely Tricia Cameron, our manager of recreation, have worked very hard in the last 2 years to make this happen.
The biggest piece of advice that I would give anybody who's interested in expanding their infrastructure is to find a champion and to collaborate. Form those partnerships, see who you can work with that will, further your project along.
I'm lucky enough to be doing these interviews and being talking here, but I can't take all the credit. There's so many people, like say, I don't know if I was telling you before on my computer, there's lists of 4 or 5 pages of just minor baseball, minor sports that helped out. Like I say, relatives, people I don't even know, people I'm never going to meet who are sponsoring and helping us out.
My name is Lynette Rankin. These are my children, John Isaac Rankin and Avery Rankin. And my role with Challenger Baseball is I'm a parent, as well as I have done some volunteering with the group, helping in whatever way that I can. The excitement that's behind this field at this point is really large. I work at a school with a staff of 50 teachers, and it's been a discussion at the staff room table now, talking about it, asking me about it, when is it going to be done.
Let's hear it, Antigonish.
Welcome to our special afternoon here in Antigonish. Today is a monumental day for our community as we celebrate the opening of the Sandlot baseball field, Antigonish's own fully accessible baseball diamond.
So folks, congratulations to all involved. Special congratulations to the Challenger Baseball program and all the volunteers who dedicate their time to helping this program grow. Now let's get out there and play ball.
Now fans, we're ready to officially open the Sandlot with the cutting of the opening ribbon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, good job, Jonah.
Good job, great hit there, Logan.
4 years, and here we are. I mean, you saw it. Kids out here running, having fun. Didn't matter their ability or experience. They're out here having fun. And that's why we built it. And just so happy, so relieved, so just again, awesome.
Today just speaks really to the commitment of our community, a commitment for inclusiveness and an exceptional day, and volunteer spirit in this community is alive and well.
This is a remarkable day for our community, remarkable day for Antigonish, and a remarkable day for inclusivity and community spirit.
One, two, three, Blue Jays!
Seeing such a positive impact with the athletes, their families, and their communities, Challenger Baseball is hoping to help this movement spread to as many communities as possible right across Canada.
So we're there to help anyone who wants to get involved. We're not going to say, hey, great, you're doing Challenger, good luck. It's very much, what information do you need? Here's what we have. You want to take all of it? Great. You want to take bits and pieces of it? Great. We're here to help. We're here to make sure you're comfortable, make sure you feel safe, and make sure that you're able to offer a quality program.
We have the Jays Care Foundation as one of our biggest contributor right now. They help with grants to start, with equipment to start. So it's very minimal cost. It's not a lot of time to get going. We just need a passionate person in a city or town or community that wants to be the me.
Well, this Field of Dreams initiative is one of those real feel-good stories in the life of a politician where life isn't always feel-good.
Oh, my first game, watching the kids play, I kind of felt like I was in Disney World, and it was a great magical experience. Like when the characters around, just seeing all these kids having a fantastic time, and it was the smiles on their faces, the enjoyment from the parents and the children. I just said to myself, like, I need to be part of this.
For Field of Dream, I just want to say thank you with the bottom of my heart, because if it wouldn't be for them creating this organization, I just don't know where I would be now. So thank you, Field of Dreams.
I would just say it's worth a shot. I mean, you gotta try it. If you find you try it, it's not for you, that's great, you try it. But more often than not, I think you'll find that parents or the child themselves will come and say, that was kind of interesting, let's try it again.
So I think to the people involved, and Pat and Charlene in particular, just to say thank you. Yeah, it's just to say thank you. It's probably not enough, but that's all I can say. I said it earlier, I don't think they quite get the impact of their program. I don't think they quite understand what it does. I think they see it, and I know they benefit from it, and I know they enjoy going, and they give a lot of time. All those volunteers give a lot of time, but I just don't think they quite get the impact that it has. So that's to them, and to anybody else who has a child. Go play, just enjoy it. Let your child be a ball player, be an athlete, and participate in the program, and just go play. That's all I can say.
Director Daniel Britton. Camera operators Rockland Warren, David Stewart. Audio Daniel Britton. Video post-production Nova Media Production Services. Sound and music editing Silver Fox Productions Inc. Music Smart Sound. Narrator Jim Van Horn. Integrated Described Video Specialist M. Williams. Regional Content Specialist Ryan Delahunty. Coordinating Producer Jennifer Johnson. Director Production Karen Nye. Director of Programming, Brian Perdue. Vice President Programming and Production, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2019, Accessible Media, Inc.